Good evening, everybody. It's Sunday, the 17th of May. It's the evening after a very long and wonderful sunny weekend. I hope you all have enjoyed your chance to get out in your gardens and now perhaps a little further where you're able to go and have some walks or maybe visit certain places that are now open. So I hope you had an enjoyable weekend. Thanks once again for all your hard work and all the things you've submitted to me after another fun week last week. All to do with the food. I think that went down really well as a project. That was really good fun. So thank you for all your hard work. As always, you've worked so hard for me for 6 weeks at home. We've got one more week of home learning before the half-term break. So it's looking very, very busy again this week. I'm going to take into account that it is half-term. You've just done your SATs-ish. And we're going to have a nice fun week as well, looking for... I'm going to tell you a little bit how it's going to be slightly different this week. We've got some challenges going on as well. A reminder that if you've not spotted the challenge winners from Friday, or the award winners from Friday, have a look at the video on the YouTube channel, Flowers on the Road Friday, and congratulations once again to all those winners. I've not actually got through any feedback yet. It's been quite a busy day. And I've been preparing for tomorrow because we are doing some interviews for Mrs. Thornton's maternity cover, because we've got, of course, a new teacher is going to be in her classroom next year after she's leaving for having the baby at the end of the year. So we're looking to appoint somebody new tomorrow. So I'm going to try my best to try and juggle that as I'm part of the interview process. So I will try my best to juggle that and try and get all your feedback and all your house points out to you, ready for our House Cup winners for week 6 from tomorrow night. Fingers crossed we can get all that done. Anyway, let's get moving forward now for this week. We've got a good fun week ahead. Let's just have a look at the website. Sometimes I think it's important that you go on the website and have a look exactly what's there, because I do update it quite regularly with lots of different things. So, on to the Year 6 class page. I'm in the tab of Home Learning here, Home Learning, and you'll notice that I do delete and add new ones each week of all these different ones, so you have to have a good look through. So we've got our brand new Home Learning grid up for tomorrow, week 7, and our English tasks. So you click them, comes up at the bottom, down here, you open it, and it comes up with your home learning grid. All ready to go for you. Woo! Spelling frame's staying the same. It's all sorted, guys, I promise you. I promise that it's sorted. I spoke directly to the chap who was involved, and he had admitted the groups weren't working properly, but now they should be, fingers crossed, all sorted. Maths is looking... Mrs. Bassett's group are continuing with algebra. Mr. Flowers' group and Mrs. Fox are moving on to fractions now, so it's going to be a fractions focus. Reason being, because I think you've worked really hard with algebra, and I think perhaps let's just have an ease off on algebra, and let's just get some revision going on the on the fractions, that we have found so tricky over the year. So that's all through there. I'll go through with you what you're doing tomorrow and bits like that. And just to let you know, Friday's a free choice, yes, but there is a times table battle on Friday with Year 5 on TT Rockstar, so watch out for that. City of Science continues. We've got activities 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. And it's going to end, guys, with a performance again. Oh, yes, it is. I want to see your videos. So I'm going to talk to you tomorrow. There's a very long word there. I wonder if anyone can read what that word says. Anyway. Look out for your task tomorrow. It will all be on there. This is ready to go. Your activity challenges. I'll run through all of those as usual and explain to you what is submitted and when you need to get it in by. And at the bottom it's got what needs to submit, activities 13 and 15 this week. But again, I can go into that in more detail rather than repeating myself. I've realised that's what I do quite a lot. Let's talk about the main thing. This week's project is going to be a Key Stage 2 project. And when I say project, it's going to be lots of mini activities and challenges. So it's Mental Health Awareness Week, and I thought this would be perfect, particularly with the challenges that we are facing, you guys are facing in particular, being in lockdown and thinking about perhaps how it might impact you in terms of your mental health, and hoping you can stay happy, you can stay as joyful as you can be, despite obviously not being able to see friends and not being able to come into school at the moment. So it's a really good one to get our teeth into. And the theme is all about kindness and thinking how we can be kind. What I've challenged or tasked the Key Stage 2 teachers with, including Mrs. Fox, is a challenge a day. And you'll see here, this week you've been given 5 challenges to complete by each Key Stage 2 teacher. All of the resources will be available on the class webpage. I'll show you them in a second. So Monday, Mr. Clark's got a challenge. Tuesday, it's Mrs. Stanfield's challenge. Wednesday, it's Mrs. Fox's challenge. Thursday, it's Mrs. Thornton's challenge. And Friday, it's my challenge. Now, these challenges are set by the class teacher, and it's all to do with mental health or the theme of kindness in particular. So what you will find, it will give a little explanation here of what task you need to do each day. If you want to, you can change and chop if you want to do one a different day, but I've given you a theme if you want to stick with it. Tomorrow, first thing, Mr. Clark has got a jungle yoga story and some poses that you guys need to do and create your own yoga routine. So that's the project, so to speak, for tomorrow, but that's just going to be isolated activities all the way through the week. And then it goes through Tuesday with Mrs. Stanfield, her kindness diary, 7 acts of kindness and a wheel that you can do. Mrs. Fox's amazing kindness tree challenge, and that is something I definitely want you to complete and send to me. I'll give you more details about that. Thursday is Mrs. Thornton's challenge about a paint by numbers one, really cool one. And my one is all about, I was thinking as year 6s in particular, about the kindness in the community and the world and how we can see things and why we think that shows kindness. So, there we are. Let me quickly just show you the website and let's remind you that you need to go onto there and find all of the bits. Because I've ordered them in particular, so the top 2 are the most important as always. That's your grid and your talk for writing bits. Then it's got Mr. Clark's Monday Mental Health Challenge and his 2 things that go with that. Then it's got Mrs. Stanfield's Tuesday Challenge, Mrs. Fox's Wednesday Challenge, Mrs. Thornton's Thursday Challenge, and Mr. Flowers' Friday Challenge. And again, all you do, you hover over where it shows, this is my challenge for you to actually do this and go over it. You hover over it where it shows, let's look at Mrs. Thornton's Paint by Colour for Thursday, for example. Let's have a look. Ah, wow, okay. This looks quite interesting. And now the challenges are there, guys. This one here is all about creating your own picture of what kindness looks like and then creating a paint or colour by number, one with hidden meanings. Maybe you could explain what each number or colour represents. Here's an example of a cake that I gave to a friend. This is from Mrs. Thornton, showing kindness and thinking of others. Maybe you could explain what each number represents. For example, this is what Mrs. Thornton has said. Number 1 is red, the colour of love. It's on the top of the cake to show that love is the most important thing when showing kindness, particularly when thinking of our friends. So again, all your challenges and tasks are on there, as you can see. So have a go at them, go through them. And if anyone wants anything printing and you can come down to school and collect it, can you please let me know? Please do let me know. I'm in school tomorrow and perhaps Tuesday as well. So please do let me know if you need anything printed and I can print all this out for you if you're going to be struggling to access it. I'm here to do that. So please do let me know, but I'm not going to have the time to just print out 50 copies tomorrow and get it outside. You just need to let me know how many I need to do. So if you would like for it to be printed out, I can leave it outside school either tomorrow or Tuesday. Okay, your SATs booklets, I've extended that for a week so you guys can hand in or tell me or submit your scores that you have got. I've got some great scores so far. It looks like you've all really enjoyed the challenge for the fun SATs booklet. The winner will be announced, or the winners will be announced on Friday, this coming Friday. So please do send me your scores in and any of your crazy hair photos from last week and any artwork that you think I'd like to see as well. So I'm looking forward to seeing some more wonderful scores come in for SATs this week. Mr. Coin's PE challenge will be released tomorrow or Tuesday. I'm just going to decide how I'm going to get on with that. But Mr. Coin sent over 2 challenges this week already. He's very, very prepared. So they'll come out and there'll be a quiz this week on Thursday too. End of term quiz. So that will be quite fun. I'll make it nice and fun. Other than that, if any parents have still not replied to Mrs. Wilson's email, regarding the idea of moving or coming back to school or transitioning back to school, I would really urge you to do that. And even if it's just to say undecided at the moment, we really need to gauge the parental opinion. And I'd really appreciate just a 30-second email just to send over to Mrs. Wills explaining your position or your stance at the moment when it comes to return of school, potentially on the June the 1st for year 6s. Of course, there'll be more information coming out to explain certain bits around that, but it's probably not the best time to go into that right now on this video. So what I'm going to say is, guys, have a wonderful start to tomorrow. I'll see you in the morning as always, and let's crack on. I'm in school tomorrow, so I might not be overly contactable because I'll be going through the interview processes with not much break in between. So I will look forward to seeing or hearing from you as and when, or if you need any help. Mrs. Fox is around too. Please do let her know. She's got password access to all of the learning, so she can help with that as well. All right, guys, I think that's it, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow in the morning for our final week of the term, week 7 starting tomorrow. Have a wonderful evening. Bye-bye. Flowers out.